In terms of the range of cases, different areas within personal injury and sizes, we take small cases through very small cases through very big cases. There are primarily three factors that affect what's recoverable in any type of civil action. Almost all civil actions are about recovery of money. Personal injury, we're talking about someone who's injured due to the fault of somebody else, usually. And we're talking about very often somebody whose health cannot be fully recovered. So under our law, the way that person is compensated for his or her injuries and other losses is by the payment of money damages. So that's what it's about. It's seeking compensation for someone who's injured through no fault of his or her own, or through a limited fault of his or her own. And in that regard, we take small cases, as I said, and through very large ones. Other than the ability to recover money, that is usually insurance, but not always. You got to have a place where there's the ability to recover money from. So that's one of the first factors that will affect what's recoverable. As I say, usually that's insurance. But if you're talking about a very large, let's say, pharmaceutical company or that type of a situation, so long as the entity itself is solvent and able to pay for a verdict, that's fine. So in addition to that, you got to be talking about liability. That also impacts on value, and that is whose fault is it? What happened? And we want to be able to show that the other person or entity involved, the one against whom we're claiming, was at fault or was mostly at fault for what happened to our client. In addition to that, the third element is what we call damages, and there's an element of that called causation. So did the injury cause the person who suffered the damages? And if so, what types of damages and other losses, and what's the value of that? So, as I say, in terms of somebody who is injured due to someone else's fault but does not have a major injury, we can and do help many people to recover what is recoverable for a not very serious injury. On the other hand, we will look to maximize the value of that recovery in every instance. And there are certainly cases as well where people have very substantial injuries and where there's a fair amount of insurance coverage. And in that type of situation, we want to really maximize the recovery as well. We want to recover for our clients 100 cents on the dollar, not 20 cents on the dollar, or even 90 cents on the dollar. So if you have an insurance policy of, let's say, $20,000, as an example, if there's a way for us to recover that $20,000 for our client, that's what we want to do. We don't want to recover $18,000. So generally, our view is, if you have a concern that your case might not be large enough for us to be involved, don't feel that way. Give us a call. We're very happy to talk to, or email us. We're very happy to talk to any prospective client about their matter. Don't let that concern you. Not every case is a multi-million-dollar case, and we're aware of that, and we really want to help injured people as much as we can.